And welcome back to Belmont's Revenge, and here we are taking on the first stage of Dracula's castle. And right away, the music gets you psyched up to take on Dracula. Problem is, you're not going to be facing him for a while. There's still plenty of game to be played. I do like the statues and then the mountains in the background. And this first section starts out pretty simple, and all you're doing here is just some basic platforming. And since I still have the axe, I can take the enemies out quicker. This Grim Reaper will throw sickles at you. He'll either throw them low or high. If it's low, you have to jump then duck when it boomerangs back, or if it's high, you have to jump or the duck under it and then jump over it. And these guys really aren't too tough to deal with. You just have to remember that the sickle is going to boomerang on you, so just watch out for it. Anyway, since I do have the axe, I'm just going to take out these birds as easily as I can. And I really do like this stage because I do like how the first four stages of this game teach you the gimmicks, while in Dracula's castle you're expected to put all four together. Just like this one, the jutting spikes from or the shooting out spikes from the rock castle. And this time they put it over a platform. And still lots of spikes, so just don't run into the spikes too early. And right here you're gonna have to take the platform and then jump. And this is a big heart, but I'm not gonna go ahead and get it. This could be a problem. And it was. And the reason that was a problem was because it was just so awkward to deal with. Alright, you already got me once, I don't need you getting me twice. But yeah, I kinda got trapped on that last part when a Grim Reaper shot at me, and then what else happened? Then that melon man was there waiting for me. But what are you gonna do? That's just kinda how this game is sometime. I know what I can do, and that's just take these bats out. They do break up into smaller bats if you do whip them, so I'm just doing this the easy way with an axe. And I at least got my health back. I still need to get my whip back, but right now it's no big deal. So on to another area. And what makes these guys tough is their cheap placement, and that can be a problem down the road. Okay, I at least got my whip back. And see, right here should be a holy water. Yeah, let's just go ahead and take that. And I'm just gonna make these jumps. And they put a pikeman like right under the place where you're supposed to go, which can be cheap if you don't know it's there. Especially with the screen crunch of the Game Boy. It can be an issue. And you can take those out in one hit with a powered up whip. Just get rid of you before you cause me any trouble. Okay, this part's pretty tricky because you do have to jump onto the spike, and then while it's retracting you have to jump off into the platform. That's actually a lot tougher than it looks. And it does look pretty tough. Alright, I don't want you causing me any trouble. See, there should be something here. Yeah, if I didn't have full health, that would be a health refill, but it's a big heart, and I could use one of those. And right here there are two branching pathways. You're actually supposed to go down first, but I'm actually going to go up just to show you what happens. So what we're faced with is some shooting out spikes. And this part does get pretty tricky. So I just gotta make these jumps. And that's the reason I came up here, was to get that one up. And let's see, you actually are forced to go back up. And you would see this again if wait a minute, I didn't know I could do that. Okay, never mind then. I just apparently took advantage of the game's programming, who knew? So yeah, I just completely did that the weird way, but it worked out for me in the end. And this music means we're close to the boss. But you're just greeted with mudmen, and these mudmen are pretty easy to deal with. Just whip them once they form. Or however you want to put it. Now this background does look weird, and you know what it kind of is. and that's because we are up to the boss. This boss is going to be the Bone Dragon. He is actually very difficult if you don't come in here with full health. But what's going to happen is he's going to, whenever you see these shaking parts of I guess plants, that means he's going to spawn out from him, or he's going to attack from there. And so what makes him so dangerous is that he can box you in, and whenever he does that, then he's going to cause all kinds of trouble, and you're probably just going to have to walk into him and get hurt. I mean, that's just kind of the way it goes with this boss. But if you do attack him enough and you are very aggressive, then you can beat him pretty easily. Well, with that, that is the end of the Bone Dragon, and the first stage of Dracula's castle. Fortunately, I'm in pretty good shape with 6 lives. Let's see if I can make it 7 here. Not so sure if I can. Nope. But yeah, that was actually a lot shorter than I remember it being. But we are not done yet, because we're only halfway through Dracula's castle. So join me next time as we defeat Dracula and rescue Soliu, wherever he is.